And to shed more light on the EU summit taking place in the capital of Cyprus, Nicosia, with the participation of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, many Arab and EU leaders. And to shed more light, we are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Sara Khater, Professor of Mass Media. Dr. Khater, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Dr. Khater, a very important participation by Egypt, by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi in the EU informal summit for tackling the repercussions of the regional crisis as well as the European Ukrainian-Russian war. The importance of Egypt's participation in this summit from your point of view?
Well, I think this summit is coming at a very important and critical time for the whole region. And I think it highlights the strategic partnership between Egypt and Cyprus and between Egypt and Europe in general as well. We're witnessing several meetings for President Sisi and several, let's say, one regional dialogue between countries of the entire region.
Dr. Khater, of course, the summit is taking place to tackle mainly the repercussions of these crises on the world economy, which is, of course, having very negative repercussions on the world economy, the EU economy, and, of course, the prices of energy. How the world leaders, the European leaders and the Arab leaders could find a way out in order to face such repercussions on the world economy and, in particular, the energy prices?
Well, I think this needs a global unified action. And I think that the world leaders should be discussing serious on-ground procedures that should be taken in order to maintain regional stability. And I think President Sisi will be already delivering a speech about Egypt's vision for achieving this kind of stability for the entire region and enhancing cooperation among the countries of the region and the European Union as well.
Of course, Dr. Khater, throughout the past days since the start of the war, more than 1.5 months or something like this, we did see great efforts exerted by the Egyptian administration and great efforts by the Egyptian diplomacy in order to try to defuse the crisis and to avoid the severe repercussions on the region and on the whole world. So how do you see here the Egyptian role regarding trying to restore security and stability in the region?
Well, I think Egypt has been playing a leading role since even 2023, since the war on Gaza. And the role of Egypt here is summarized in leading the peace talks among the region. So I think Egypt right now is living up to this role and is continuing its diplomatic efforts and peace talks in order to achieve more stability for the entire region.
Yes. Great cooperation, great partnerships have been taking place between Egypt and our partners in Europe throughout the past years, and in particular starting last year we have seen a strategic partnership did take place between Egypt and of course the EU countries, and the participation of President Sisi in the meetings in Brussels last year, and of course Egypt's participation today in the EU informal summit regarding the situation in the region and the developments on the world economy. Such partnerships are of great benefit for all parties, Egypt and the EU states as well. So how do we benefit from such strategic partnerships, Dr. Khater?
Well, yes, I totally agree. I think today's meeting and today's summit will be an emphasis on the strategic partnership between Egypt and the European Union. And I think it is coming at a very important time, because we're not just talking about political issues and security instability in the entire region. We're talking about opening new economic opportunities as well, and providing more chances for mutual cooperation between the countries involved in today's summit. And I think we're talking about enhancing the cooperation that's already existing between Egypt and the EU.
Yes. What are we expecting from today's summit, which is taking place in Nicosia, with the participation of the Arab and EU leaders? What are the expected decisions that should be taken in order to face the repercussions of the current crises?
We're witnessing right now several bilateral meetings between participating leaders in order to discuss issues of mutual interest between them. So hopefully the conclusion of the summit, or this important event that's happening in Cyprus today, I think we should see, or we should be able to see some kind of a global stance against the war in the region, providing further opportunities for more peace talks and a ceasefire.
Indeed. Dr. Sara Khater, Professor of Media and Mass Communication, thank you so much for your precious input. Always a pleasure.